What's up, YouTube fam? So, if y'all watched my last video that I just posted, talked about being more zealous for my business and starting to get after it and this, that, and the other. Well, figured I'd bring y'all along today. We're actually getting ready to go out to a little restaurant, just grab a little drink or something, and just sit back and just talk about our goals and write some things out. So I figured, why not take y'all with us and actually show y'all, some of the things that I'm gonna start working on for myself and for the brand and whatnot. So I wanna make sure that, as I mentioned in the last video, that I'm bringing a little bit more business aspect to y'all as far as what I'm doing, what I've got going on, not keeping y'all in the dark so much. So just really taking y'all to step by step on how things are going. And don't mind the do-rag right now, I just got out the shower. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head on out since somebody's finally ready.
Oh, whatever.
Taking forever. So yeah, we're gonna go on and I'll take y'all on our little adventure. Alright y'all, so we're sitting here at JJ's starting up my little spider web here so I can talk to y'all guys kind of about what I got going on, and of course enjoying a little brew. And if y'all don't ever know, if you go to a restaurant and your beer looks carbonated, it's usually because the glass is dirty. Don't say anything, but just giving y'all a little tip there. But I don't care. If I can survive eating all the junk I've eaten, the crap I've eaten over the years, I think I'll be alright. So, starting off, I didn't get to completely finish it yet. I'm trying to hurry up because there's a band coming in. So before it gets noisy in here, let's go ahead and just get this rolling. So starting off with my spider web, I started off with life overall. So that way I didn't want to make two different bubbles for business and my personal life. So I started life in general. As you see, I branched off into business, goals, and excuse my handwriting, I'm scribbling. I already write like a drunk 6-year-old. So this might be a little bit messier. So we got faith, which is major for me. Something I need to work on. And this is a physical, huh? We'll do physical as well. When I say physical, I'm meaning like my overall health and happiness and well-being. So, with that being said, business. Some of the things I want to get rocking. I want to continue to...
Nope.
No, we didn't order one. I want to continue to grow on social media, so I'm going to start attacking things a little bit harder on YouTube. Like I mentioned, doing interviews, if I can write. And then that comes with finding interesting people to interview, right? So as I told y'all, if y'all see me, if I hit y'all up, then don't be surprised because I want to sit down and do an interview with you. Or heck, even if you have something that you think is cool, you know, that you got going on that you want to share with me, please let me know. You know, feel free. I always give y'all like my email address and all that, or hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and we'll make it happen. So I think interviews would be amazing to see, get other people's perspective, and see where other people's motivation comes from. So after that, got to start figuring out, you know, other than like YouTube and stuff like that, where money's gonna come from. So one of the things I thought about doing for y'all, once my well, let me go ahead and drop that. My logos are pretty much completed. I just gotta finish paying for them. They'll be done. And they look amazing. So happy with the way they've turned out. So once that drops, it's gonna take the channel to a whole new level. So once you get the logos done, think about printing some T-shirts for y'all, and you know, possibly doing some apparel. So probably gonna butcher this, but get some apparel rocking for y'all, just so that way y'all can have something to take home, you know, other than my words and whatnot. You can, you know, wear clothing with a message and whatever it may be. I think that'd be really cool. So get that going. And after that, there's a few other things that I guess on like the banking and legal side. So we'll just say banking and legal, which I don't want to really dive into right now, just because that will make this video extremely long. But I always got to make sure that my butt's covered. So that's going to be extremely important for me. You know, that's, if you're doing any type of business, that's probably like the main thing that you want to spend your money on, is making sure that you always have somebody backing you legal, on the legal side. So after that, we'll drop into goals. Just give y'all a broad overview of some of the goals that I have in my mind. So, of course, I want my family to be set up. You know what I mean? I want my family to be extremely comfortable. I want to have more time. Branch that off. I can't write. So, having that time with my family, it will mean more to me than anything else. Life is extremely busy right now. My schedule's always shifting and whatnot. It does make things a little bit difficult, so I want to make sure that I can get that time with my family. So busting my butt will give me that time with them. After that, of course, we want a bigger and better house. Love our home now, but you can't stop there. You always got to keep dreaming. You know, we definitely want our good sized house. You know, a nice little piece of property. That's the dream. This is a huge one for us. This is something that me and Taylor talk about probably every single day. Traveling. You've got to get out and see different things in the world. You know, you can get extremely closed-minded whenever it comes down to, go ahead and pause it, babe. Alright, so sorry y'all, I had to pause real quick. Our food came, and of course we got some wings. Super excited. Alright, pick back up where I left off. Traveling. You've got to get out and see the world. Like, if you just stay confined to your little hometown or whatnot, like, you become extremely closed-minded. So whenever you get out and see how other people are, why people are the way that they are, where they come from, what their homes are like it's amazing. Like, it broadens your horizon so much. Like, the experience that I've got from traveling and being in different countries and things like that, like, expanded my mind so much and like opened my eyes up to so many different things, and especially to how good we have it here in America. So all these people that complain and whatnot, we've got it pretty well off. But I'm not gonna get into that tangent today. And of course, I'll put cars and toys. This is another thing that we talk about every day. I had always always, I told look at like pictures of Hellcats and Jeeps and things like that, because I'm sure y'all seen plenty of my videos like where I've shown that type of stuff. So we of course want the cars, nicer vehicles, ATVs, four wheelers. Let the little man have his stuff. I think that's you can sit here and say all that's selfish, that's greedy. No, that's what we want in life. Physical aspect. Moving on. Just continue to push in the gym. I'm extremely happy with where I've been at here lately as far as it's going in the gym. Like, I've seen such a transformation in myself and the way I feel and my confidence and whatnot. So I haven't showed you any gym videos here lately, but I'll pick it up a little bit more once I start going into cutting, probably in March. So I'm gonna start a little small cut, and I'll probably show you a little bit more of what we got going on in the gym. So you guys gotta take care of your body. I want to start maybe doing some stretching, yoga, meditation, just getting that real good mind-muscle connection, making sure that my body can respond when I tell it to do something. You see a lot of guys, especially that get into lifting, and they become immobile, and I've experienced that myself, and it causes injury. So if you can get that mind-muscle connection, that's that way when you tell your body to physically do something, it does it. It's amazing. Like, it makes you feel so much better. Can you think of anything else, babe, on physical side, physical aspect? Continue to eat healthy, clean.
Yep. You're talking about
wings right now, but it's okay. We've eaten extremely healthy.
You're talking about acupuncture and cupping.
Yes. So we ran across a guy here locally that does like acupuncture and herbal remedies and things like that. Just so that way it's a little bit more healthy. And I think it'd be really cool because actually, instead of poking you with hundreds of needles, they really focus on where your pressure points are that can help relieve any type of pain or stress that you may have put on your body in the past. And this way he broke it down was extremely scientific, and he was extremely knowledgeable. It's not like he was some shaman or something like that. No, this is like actually a guy that understands sports injuries and training and things like that. And so he really broke it down for us. So I'll put that under recovery. That's something I want to understand a little more. Like, I understand what goes behind.
Will that kind of branch off from the mind-muscle connection?
Either way, it's all
okay.
physical.
Okay. Are you competing this year? Big question.
Huge question. Maybe not this year, but once kind of see how some of these competitions go through your journey, then I may see about competing.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe if I can grow these chicken legs a little more, then I'll get on stage. Speaking of that, my calves have been ridiculously in like the most ridiculous amount of pain. Like, I'm trying to crush calves right now, and they hurt so bad. So that comes back to recovery. Like, I really want to understand my body and how to recover. Moving on, faith. I need to get back into church more. We still try to go to church heavily. I'm sorry if you don't believe in, church and Christ and all this and that, but that's huge in my opinion. Like, whatever you believe in, like, believe fully in it. That's what brings me comfort. Every night before we go to bed, or before we lay the little man down to bed, we always pray. When I travel to work, like, I literally will cut the music off sometimes for like 30 to 45 minutes, not realize it, and pray for that like entire amount of time. And I pray for everything, like any little thing I can think of, like any person that pops in my mind, like I pray for. Like, so I just always want to make sure I remain with that power of prayer. Always keep that up. It's therapeutic almost. Whenever you actually like take the time to buckle down and just stop and show that light to God, and show my light more. Now that we mentioned that, I want to get to the point where I'm able to comfortably have Christian conversations with people, so where they can actually see my light, see my faith, and not even that, but just like when I walk into the room, just my presence, to be known as, okay, this guy obviously is a Christian man, and I want to walk that walk and make sure that I spread that, especially being the leader of my household. So make sure, going back to family, I'm gonna bring it over again, making sure my family follows that and believes in that, and make sure my son, make sure our son is raised in it as well, because both of us, me and Taylor, we were raised that way. So we want to make sure we put that on, we leave that on him, so that he believes as well and understands. And his little mind is so open, it blows my mind some of the questions he has about Jesus and God and the Bible and all this. So it's extremely cool that he does actually like pay attention and learn and focus, especially whenever he hears us talking and praying about it. All right, I'm sorry, it's getting a little loud in here. People are starting to show up a little more for the little show. So I hope you guys were able to hear me. This is just my little quick bubble. Like I said, we bounced from business to goals, physical, and faith. This is just a small overview. I have some like crazier ones that are up front, as you can see, and these are just some of the goals that I've had in the planner. And it's actually pretty cool because I went back to this not too long ago and actually saw some of the goals that I achieved. So I probably need to go and actually start marking those off and make it feel like really, really good. But I want to start pushing myself harder. One of the reasons I'm doing this is to start holding myself accountable to what I need to accomplish here in the next year or so. Like I want to eventually make this to where I can replace my income, stay home, be at home a little more with my family, get out in the community more. Like I really want this to take off, and it's all been on me. That's it. Like I have nothing else in this universe to blame but me for things not being exactly where it is. So this is kind of my affirmation for me to step my game up. And I know this is broad, but we had to kind of breeze through this for the time being. So appreciate it. Appreciate y'all kind of listening. I appreciate y'all listening to my spiel here. Sorry, I know it's getting noisy, so we'll go ahead and call it a wrap. Like I said, don't be surprised I'll start hitting y'all up for interviews. If you ever have any questions for me and interesting, please let me know, and we'll make it happen. Got some of that train action. Oh yeah. Alright, thanks guys so much for watching. Just got to hook up on some cheeses from the Salvation Army. Shout outs to the Salvation Army, man. I got homie that works for them. They do great work. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Gonna go and snack on some cheeses and holler at y'all real soon.